Hello Gemini, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading. It will be for January to March 2023 for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. Remember, this reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you as always. So let's see what we have for you. I'm going to pull some angel and oracle cards first. And what I've done is I've taken the 3 cards from your yearly tarot reading. So we have the Hanged Man in January, the 9 of Wands in February, and the 5 of Pentacles in March. So let's see what we have for you, Gemini. Message for Gemini, please. Angel, spirits, guides. Well, we have romance. Something to do with romance. Let's pull another card. I'm going to pull from the Archangel Michael deck. So what do we have for Gemini, please? Message for Gemini for the next 3 months. We have number 36, trust your angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Let's pull you a fortune cookie and see what we get for you for the next 3 months. Message for our lovely Geminis, thank you. Message for Gemini. We have assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. Birth of a child also likely. But it's all about asserting yourself and going for what you want. In whatever life area, really. And let's pull you a colour card and see what we have, Gemini. Message for our lovely Geminis, thank you, angel, spirits, guides. And the colour might mean something to you as well, Gemini. Let's see what we have for the next 3 months. We have orange, nurture yourself, number 16. Put yourself first. Take care of you. Doing what you need to take care of you. Okay, that could be in terms of health, that could be in terms of the environments that you're in, the experiences that you're opening yourself to. This is all about do what's right for you. So let's see what we have in the cards. So what do we have for the Hanged Man, please, for Gemini, January 2023? Message for Gemini, please, with the Hanged Man. One more shuffle. We have the 5 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 7 of Cups. Let's see what we have with the 9 of Wands in February, please, for Gemini. Message for Gemini. There you are. We have the card of Gemini in the Major Arcana, the Lovers. 6 of Cups. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Let's see what we have with the 5 of Pentacles for March. Message for Gemini, thank you. 3 of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, I did look at the bottom of the deck here, Gemini, so I'm going to put it down. We have the card of Taurus, we have the Hierophant. There's a sense here, Gemini. I mean, I look at the overarching messages that I'm getting, and because a lot can happen in a month and a lot can happen in different areas of our life in each month. So we're going to look at the individual messages that I'm getting, but I also start with the overarching energies that I'm getting. And there's just a strong feeling of lack. Now, in relationship terms, this would be somebody who has been waiting and hoping and not getting what they wanted out of a relationship. You know, the Five of Pentacles is feeling lack. I'm not getting what I want out of this. This can be that kind of energy here, Gemini. And it will look like they will come to some kind of crossroads here in terms of where you decide the way forward. But this is somebody who you've been with a significant amount of time. Six of Cups is there's history, there's nostalgia, there's memories between the two of you. But it might well be this is a situation here where you feel like you've been waiting long enough. You feel like things have been at a certain level for long enough, and you're wanting to evolve the relationship in some way. But the other person has been reluctant to do that. There's just a suggestion here that that's more out of fear. But they're recognizing that they're going to have to start looking and being open to the possibility of offering more in order to resolve this, because there is some natural crossroads that you're coming to. And this can be about, well, how do we move forward now? It's a powerful union with the Lovers card, but it can be about how do we move forward? You know, the Five of Pentacles, and again, these energies, it looks like this person is offering to move forward because there's celebration here. This can be about coming together, celebration, happiness, joy, because they're giving you what you want. There is some level of offer, loving offer coming your way. Well, let's do this. That could be marriage. That could be, like I said, buying a home together, moving in together, having children. It's some kind of loving offer that's being extended to you here because they're ready to, what looks like, let go of some past history that they've been dealing with. I feel this person that you're with, I don't know, they just feel like reluctant to, or they've been reluctant to move forward because they didn't want history to repeat itself. But it's all about the next traditional step, marriage, moving in together, you know, deepening a relationship, a commitment, children, family, adoption. It can be the next traditional step with the Hierophant, but it's all about evolving the relationship. So this definitely feels like the energy here, Gemini, of someone's realizing that you've been waiting long enough. And there is a crossroads going to be presented in the next, I would say around February time. And they're realizing that they're going to have to reconsider and reevaluate that if, you know, they want to keep you in their life, they're going to have to give more and do more and offer more and progress the relationship and let go of the baggage. It's almost like the past is in the present in some way. They've been carrying some kind of baggage here, Gemini, and have struggled to let that go, and that's been stopping them moving forward. But it looks like there's real significant change here. That's what I'm seeing for you in terms of love, romance, relationships. So let's go through the individual months here, Gemini, and see what else we get for you. Because the Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man can be about waiting, sometimes feeling a little bit stuck as well, waiting for things to play out. Now, this can be, sometimes we wait for a new opening, we wait for a new job, we wait for, you know, things to kind of like align. So the message with January, Gemini, is really clear. It can be about surrender. The answer will come, the epiphany will come, the illumination will come. But there's reasons why you need to wait. Now, that would also be in terms of not doing anything erratic or spontaneous either. This can be about just hold the course, hold the vision and wait for things to play out, because there's reasons, you know. So don't do anything that's to, you know, spur of the moment, because this can be just hang fire. It's about stillness, because it might well be the Five of Pentacles can be when it can be about job loss. This can be about being stuck and feeling like, you know, and I feel this is the energy that you're coming into in January. So I feel this has already happened, if that's the case. It looks like this probably links to December into January, where you've been waiting for, you know, your fortune to change in some way, if it's been to do with money, career, finances for you. But the Five of Pentacles can also be where we don't feel valued or appreciated or recognized for what we do. You don't feel like you're growing. You don't feel like you're being made to feel good enough or worthy. This can be the experience that you're getting in your current place of work. And sometimes we can, you know, we can sometimes in that energy just say, okay, I'm just walking away from this job. The message here is just embrace that stillness and wait. And that's what I'm getting the strongest here, Gemini. Again, free will, but that's the energy here. And if that's the case, because you might get some kind of message now, the Page of Cups can be a message of support, a message of encouragement, a message to support you, encourage you. It could be even be in terms of advice. It could also be that there are other people to consider, because this can also be about children as well. With the Seven of Cups, pursuing hopes, dreams and wishes, hoping that, you know, one of these hopes, dreams and wishes is going to be manifested. There are opportunities and there are options hanging out there in the ether. And it might well be that you've been pursuing new jobs, new business opportunities here yet, but this is about waiting for them to be manifested. So that's what I'm seeing here, Gemini. There's a strong energy here of just waiting for that to come to fruition here, and that's what I'm getting here. The Nine of Wands in that thread is all about perseverance. It's all about, it's always darkest before the dawn, and you're actually one step away. Look how far you've come. It does indicate that the process that you're dealing with is testing. But you're actually one step away from completing this. You're one step away from this ending. And a great energy here of just continue, just persevere. Because actually, there's only one final hurdle, one final push, and then you're done. You reach the end destination here. So that's what I'm getting here, Gemini. Now, the Lovers can be about, it's your energy, Gemini. So I've spoken about this in terms of partnerships and love, romance. It can be partnerships of any kind as well. This can be business partnerships too. But this can be you connecting to your higher self and making the right decisions for you. And that's what I'm getting here. Assert yourself, nurture yourself, making the right choices and decisions for you. So there will be some kind of choices, decisions, you connecting to your higher self this month to really kind of like guide the way forward here. And it can be about what you need to do. And it could well be there's a little mountain you can see in the distance. There's a mountain in terms of how you overcome the obstacles that you're facing. But it's all about you coming back to you, that card of energy. And knowing that there you're being spiritually watched over. You know, Archangel Raphael is all about health and healing and bringing healthy realities our way. So it's all about bringing a healthier and better reality our way. Now, this is interesting because, and I'm feeling this is kind of spilling over into this energy. These energies kind of, February to March looks really good for you, Gemini, in the sense that the Six of Cups can be, for me as a reader, it's where we come back to ourselves. It can be delight, it can be happiness, it can be joy. This would be just about jumping for joy, feeling really happy and elated. This can be that kind of energy. The other meaning of the Six of Cups, it can be about past, place, person, connection. So it could well be something is opening up for you on the money front. It could be a past place of work or somebody who you knew from previous jobs or from the past in some way. It could be a friend, a family member that you haven't seen for a while. But this can be about going back to a place that you were happy. If you're not happy at your current place of work, going back there. But this can also be about a past connection being influential and bringing you a new opportunity. So however that manifests for you, like I said, this can also be a great delight energy. And the delight comes because there's good news. Now, the Page of Pentacles can be something practical, very good in terms of new jobs, new business opportunities. It's all about planting new seeds, and it's all for long-term growth and success and stability. So this is really kind of like the beginnings of a door opening for you, where you can see real possibilities to long-term success and security. Really lovely energy on that front. Other meanings of this, it can be about education, getting higher education and professional qualifications with a view to getting more money. So this can be that kind of energy, the Page of Pentacles. It can also be messages in another fronts here, Gemini. Page of Pentacles can be to do with the practical world. So home, property, real estate, business, money, career, education, skills development. It's all about that kind of energy too. But it's the beginnings of something new, the beginnings of change generally. And that's what I'm seeing coming in for you between these two energies, because the Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling lack, insufficiency, like I said, and we've kind of spoken about that here. But it looks like that's changing for you, because we have the Ten of Wands, where you were persevering and there was like the final step, the final push. This is it. And this is the reason for celebration, because you can finally, that final hurdle is over. You reach the end destination. You can finally liberate from the burden, the weight, the difficulty, the stress, all of that kind of energy. The load is lightened. You get to liberate from this situation that may have challenged you for at least 2 or 3 months here. You're just liberating from all that weight, that burden, and it's really lovely. Because you're being told, just have faith, a higher power is at work. It's a lovely energy also, the Hierophant, of where we lean on our faith. And sometimes when we need spiritual guidance and support, we ask for help, we ask God, angels, spirits, guides for help, guidance, whatever God means to you. But this can be when we ask for higher power, we lean on our faith and we ask for help. It can be about answered prayers. So that's what I'm seeing for you, because I'm going to go here because the Three of Cups can be about celebration. It's a kind of celebration, joy, happiness, just a real kind of happy energy. The winter is over, the spring is here. And it feels this is linked to one door closing and another one opening for you. It's a really lovely energy here. It definitely, if you haven't been happy with a work environment, and I will describe the issues that the work environment would have made you feel lack. So this would have been if you've been tested, if it's a toxic work environment, a toxic boss, that would be an energy where, I can finally release from working with those people or that person. Similarly, this can also be about just being over demanding, long working hours, something dominating your life where you don't feel like you're valued or getting paid for what you're worth. That's the energy here, Gemini, of, they ask too much, they demand too much, it's dominating my life, and I just want that to change, and I'm waiting for a new job just to liberate from that kind of experience. Similarly, like I said, if this has been about job loss, this can be about one final push that could be in the form of meetings, presentations, aptitude tests, call it what you will. But then there is the energy of the burden is lifted and there's positive news coming in. Now, the Knight of Cups, the Knights also bring offers and opportunities for change. This can be very good in terms of love, romance, like I said, but it can also be about offers that bring happy change and close to your heart. So this can be some kind of offer coming in that brings that has that emotive energy, that emotional energy attached to it. So that's what I'm getting here, Gemini, in terms of the work front. Now, I'm also going to talk about, other things that this Knight of Cups can mean for you, because like I said, a lot can happen in a month. The Knight of Cups can be offers, invitations to do something that's close to your heart. It can be very good in terms of creative expression. So very good in terms of, I mean, you know, sometimes I kind of say, oh yeah, it can be an invitation to amateur dramatics, you know, but it can be that kind of thing. It can be some kind of creative project, creative endeavor, an offer to learn a skill in some way. It can be an opportunity where, you know, linked to the creative industry, so writing, publishing, arts, media, entertainment, culture, you know, artists, sculpting, you know. So that's the energy here. It might well be that there's some kind of offer extended to you to do something like that, or these things can be big or small. Sometimes it can be about going to an art class, you know, going with a friend to an art class, you know. So these energies can be, you know, they can be the big things, but they can also be the small things. Little successes and happiness, and also good social time with friends and family is on the cards for you in March. And also people just gathering around you and supporting you, you know, while you're going through some kind of difficult time, giving you the right advice, giving you the right support here. That's all with a view to everybody's load. This is like a burden shared is a burden halved, and that's the burden is lifted. That's the energy that I'm seeing here, Gemini. So really positive, uplifting energy, the Three of Cups. It can be a great card of just that feeling of, yeah, celebration, joy and happiness. But it comes after, and it can be a great card of, you can see there's the beginnings of new bounty on the floor, because these people are actually celebrating. They've been working in the field and they're celebrating a new harvest coming in. Finally, the fruit is ripe for the picking. Finally, we're beginning to get the beginnings of the new harvest coming in. And that's where the celebration comes in. So yeah, and it ties very nicely in with springtime as well. So this is a strong energy here of just everything happening at the perfect time for you. But yeah, this is a process where you let go of what you need to let go of. Spirit is saying you take care of yourself and you put yourself first. You do what you need to do to take care of yourself. And even, you know, with the Hanged Man energy, allow periods of stillness, especially if the situation isn't good for you. You know, give yourself some time off even to give yourself a break and nurture yourself and take care of you. That would be the energy here. It definitely looks like there's an opportunity to progress things in terms of love, romance, relationships, but definitely a feeling here of somebody has had history in the past that has made them very cautious and defensive. And they're overcoming that, I feel, in the next 2 or 3 months here, Gemini, because there is a strong energy here of commitment, because you're important to them and they don't want to lose you. And this is the energy here of knowing now what the right thing to do is and doing it, because you deserve more and they're recognizing that. So that's what I'm getting here, Gemini, for the next 3 months for you. So I'm going to pull you a final card. It's a really positive and hopeful reading, actually. Very great in terms of celebration coming in. I'm going to say towards end of February to March time looks very, very good on the money front as well. But the key is just to surrender and trust. You know, sometimes the Hanged Man can be for a number of reasons. Sometimes the answer comes when we allow ourselves to just take that foot off the accelerator and say, okay, let's just wait for the right things to happen. We have solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. This is the energy of giving yourself the space and time to think, the space and time to nurture yourself, the space and time to take care of you and put you as number one. That's the energy here really for the next 3 months too. That's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next quarter. I will see you next time.